A reminder that the content of this video is not endorsed by the VCAA. Bonjour and welcome to video number 3 of Unpacking the VCE French Exam, brought to you by the AFTV. In this video, we're going to be talking about the written exam, Section 1, Parts A and B, which is the listening texts 1 and 2. The criteria for this section are Part A, Text 1, Answers in English, the capacity to understand and convey general and specific aspects of texts. For this section, marks are allocated per question. And Part B, Text 2, where the answers are in French, it's the capacity to understand general and specific aspects of texts and the capacity to convey information accurately and appropriately. For this section, individual marks aren't allocated. Instead, they're allocated globally. So look out for 5 points for comprehension and 5 points for your best French. Can I still improve? Oui! How? By doing these simple things. Listen to French radio and TV. Download French podcasts, French YouTube. Listen to French music, watch French films. Set French as the default language on your devices. Practice with your friends and your teacher. Complete past VCAR papers and use any websites which focus on listening comprehension texts. Immerse yourself in French every day. This is your revision checklist, which you'll find in your PDF printout. What should you revise? Numbers, phone numbers, deuxième, un tiers, la moitié, un quart, and so on. 90 000, 1976, etc. Dates. Le 31 août, au milieu du siècle, les années 60, quotidien, mensuel, hebdomadaire, etc. And times. 23h45, midi, moins le quart, etc. Also revise the alphabet. Remember that G is G and J is J. Other letters to look out for are W, Y, I, and E. Directions, tout droit, à droite, au bout de, au coin de. Place names like Tours and Montréal. Beware of faux amis. And acronyms. For example, to achieve in English is réaliser in French. Achever in English means to complete. You'll find more examples of faux amis in your PDF. Acronyms. Examples such as OGM is GMO in English. RATP is the Paris Metlink. RER are the fast Parisian suburban trains. And Le SAMU are the AMBOs. Here again is another revision checklist, which you'll find in your PDF. What to do during the exam? During reading time, from the questions, try to imagine the context. Can you predict any answers? What are you looking for? Where and when? And remember, the points and the space will be good indicators. Are full sentences required? How are you going to show your best French? During the first playing, take notes in French in the margin. Keep up with the text. Transfer your answers, but only if you have time. Don't consult a dictionary while listening. Check that you are answering in the correct language. During the pause, transfer the answers of which you're confident into the spaces provided if you have time. Check keywords in a dictionary if you have time. Attention, your spelling may be incorrect. L'hôtel, son fils. Get ready for the second playing. During the second playing, add more information to your notes. Check your answers, especially numbers and dates, and transfer your information to the space provided if you have time. After text 2, transfer all your answers from your notes into the spaces provided. Don't leave any blanks. If you're not sure, make an educated guess based on the text. And remember that everything in the margin will be ignored, even a perfect answer. Section 1 listening, part A, is answer in English, and it's text 1. Section 1 listening, part B, is answer in French, and that's text 2. Text 2, read questions in French and in English. Take notes in French and transfer your answers using your best French, but don't copy question forms in your answer. Remove question words, and very important, remove any verb inversions. And we have a couple of examples here. If the question is pourquoi Anaëlle l'a-t-elle invité? Don't repeat that inversion. Your answer should be Anaëlle l'a invité pour, parce que. Another example, if the question was quel changement cela va-t-il créer? Don't repeat that inversion. Instead, you should be writing cela va engendrer plus de X et de Y. You may not have to write in full sentences, but you want to show your best French. Check your genders, agreements, spelling, tenses, and use some nice linking words where possible. Words like néanmoins, pourtant, d'ailleurs. As soon as your answers have been entered and proofread, move on to section 2. Listening practice part A and part B. Print the PDF available with this video to take some notes and write your answers. As in the real exam, you'll hear both texts twice and pauses between each playing and the texts. Take 2 minutes to read questions for part A and part B. Instructions for listening. Remember, this is a shortened version. You will hear 2 texts. Each text will be played twice. There'll be a short pause between the first and the second playing of each text, and you may make notes at any time. Remember, the pauses on a VCAR exam may be different. Don't get a fright when the next text starts. You'll always have about 5 minutes after the recordings to complete your answers in the 30 minutes allocated to listening. So before you attempt your practice listening, voici quelques astuces pour l'écoute. Take notes in French using suitable abbreviations and shorthand. Answer the questions precisely. Don't write everything, just what is required. Transcribe unfamiliar words phonetically and try different possibilities in the dictionary. During the pauses, check detail, transfer easy answers, and highlight any gaps to fill. Stay focused during the playings and trust what you have written in your notes. Write in full sentences in French. Use the question statement to formulate your answer. Don't get too disheartened if you miss something. Focus on grasping the overall context of each passage and not losing track of what is happening. Keep a positive attitude. The listening section is probably the hardest part of the written exam. So now you may listen to your questions and check your answers. Bonne chance de la part de la FTV. And I will see you in video number 4.